Hello children. Today we are going to discuss the lesson some natural phenomena. Children, you must have observed that when we rub comb with our hair, it gets charged. Okay. So and you have seen lightning in the sky. So all these are what natural phenomena. Now first we are going to discuss electrical charges. Electrical charges. Children, when we rub our hair with the comb, both comb and hair they get charges. Okay, they get charges, and how we come to know that they are getting charged? They are charged. One thing we will do, we will take the comb and we will bring this comb near the bits of paper, and these bits of paper they get attracted by the comb. So this shows that the comb is charged. Same way when we rub a balloon with the hair, okay, balloon becomes charged. And you have seen so many times that they rub it with the hair and they stick it on the wall. Why they stuck on wall? Just because they are charged. Okay. Now we want to see this. We will take two balloons and we rub with the hair. And when we bring them close, what happens? They repel each other. It means both are having same charges. Same way, what we will do, we will take one ebonite rod and we will rub it with the wool. We will rub it with the wool. This is going to acquire minus charges. Okay, and we are going to take the glass rod and we are going to rub it with the silk. And this glass rod is going to get positive charges. These are what? Electrostatic charge. These electrical charges are electrostatic charges. These bodies, electrostatic charges. These charges, electrostatic means they are at rest. These charges, they are there in the body. Okay, they are not flowing. Why? How do they charge? What happens? We are going to tell you how these bodies they get charged. Okay, there are two types of charges as I had shown you, positive and negative. Okay, one you have seen charged positively like this ebonite one, and the glass one charged with the positive charge. So one thing, Benjamin Franklin, he was Benjamin Franklin, he was a great scientist. He was a great scientist. What he told to Franklin, two negatively charged objects, they repel each other. Like I told you in case of balloon, or if we take the ebonite rod and we bring close to the other ebonite rod, they are going to repel each other. So what he said, that two negatively charged objects, they repel each other. Two positively, same way, two positively charged objects, they are going to repel each other. What we infer from this, that the same charges repel each other. And if we bring like glass rod close to the ebonite rod, then they are going to attract each other. Okay. So opposite charges attract each other, same charges repel each other. Like from this, we come to know that the Same charges repel each other and opposite charges attract each other. Now, what is the Shor test to know that? What is the Shor test to know that this is like this object is charged or not? So what we say, repelling is the Shor test. Why? Children, suppose this is our charged body plus, okay? And any body, if we bring very close to it, if this is attracting this body, maybe then what happened, children? This may be of opposite charges or maybe neutral. So attraction takes place in opposite as well as in neutral one. But repelling takes place only, I have taken the same rod. Now I am bringing same charge rod like positive, then what we will find? They are repelling each other. So you have seen in case of neutral and in case of negative, attraction takes place and only repelling is taking place when the charges are same. So repelling is the Shor test. Okay. Now we are coming to the electric charges in the atom. We know there are two types of charges in the atom. One is positive and other is negative. How we can charge the object? There are three ways to charge the object. First way is friction. Friction, children, already I have told you. When we rub two surfaces like comb and hair, balloon and head. So when two things are in contact and when we are going to rub each other, that is what friction. In friction, both the objects, they will carry equal and opposite charges. Equal and opposite charges. Like in case of hair and comb. Hair and comb. Okay. Comb attains negative charges and hair attains same number of positive charges, equal and opposite. Now children, second method of charging is conduction. What happens in conduction? Conduction. In conduction, children, like I have taken any body, this is neutral body. I have brought the same ebonite rod which is negatively charged. We will find here the charges are develop, or we can say transfer. Conduct means they transfer. How many are going to transfer? Equal and same number. Equal charges. Here what happened? I am going to tell you equal and same charges. It means this is going to charge with the same charge. This rod was first in nature in negative and flow will take place till the same number will come here. Like here are 6, we are seeing 3 will jump, only minus negative charges, they jump. Okay, they have gone and now what happened? Equal 3 here, 3 here. So during conduction, transfer of charges are they are same in number. Like the transfer will take place till both are going to attain the same number of charges. That is, I said, if we have brought with the neutral, close to touching with the neutral, so we are fine. The neutral object is charged with the negative charges and number is equal. Same and equal. In third case, induction. Induction charging takes place from distance. From distance. Like this is neutral object and we have the rod here. This is suppose glass rod. It contains positive charges. Okay. Now what will happen? What is the strength? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we will find here it is going, this is also going to, this part is going to get charged by the same number of electrons. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, same number of electrons. Why this happened? This is what? Due to attraction. This is neutral. So all minus they comes this side and the plus one, they go this side. So these three things are very important you to know. I told you in case of friction, the charging, like we charge the object and the objects, both the objects, they get equal and opposite charges. In conduction also, both the charges, they have now equal and same charges. In induction, equal and opposite. Equal, you are seeing equal numbers are equal and opposite. This is positively charged, this is negatively charged. And opposite. Okay. So these are the three ways by which now the question comes how we are going to find out the the thing is object is charged or not charged. First question, find how to find out the object is charged or not. And second is charged or not, is charged or not. And second is how much charge is there? How much? How much charge? Okay. So these we will get the answer of these two questions by the electroscope. Okay. Electroscope is what a device. First, I am going to tell you we can make electroscope in our home. We will take, or I am telling you the electroscope. Electroscope is a what? It is made of glass jar. Okay, we keep it on the wood so that earthing cannot take place. Okay. So that earthing cannot take place. Here also we put the metal foil and here the rubber cap is there and in the center from this lid, the lid is there and from the center a rod is going, okay, and here is a metal disc. This is a metal disc and this is a metal rod. Metal rod and this is metal disc. This is also called gold leaf electroscope because here we use gold leaf. Okay, they are very thin in nature, these gold leaf. Okay, now how do we test that whether the object is charged or not? Here children, first we have to charge with the known charges. Like we know glass rod is having positive charges and ebonite rod is having negative charges. Now I am bringing ebonite rod and touching this metal disc. Now metal disc, where these charges, they flow and they go to the gold leaf. Here I am telling you what happened after this. These gold leaves, they diverge, but both have attained same charges and they repel each other. Now this is charged with the negative one. And now I am bringing the unknown rod, which we do not know it is having what kind of charges. I have brought now one rod. Now we are seeing the leaves, they converge. They have come close. Why they have come to close each other? What happened? Here, whatever the rod we have brought is not having the same charge. If the same charge was there, then what happened? It gets more negative charges and it is going to diverge like this. But here now just you see, we have charged it with the negative one. Now when we have brought this rod, so what happened? These two leaves, they come together, close to each other. Why? This rod is of opposite charges. What happened? Now, this is suppose plus. Okay. So minus, they move, transfer this side. So intensity is now less. So rippling is reduced. Okay. If now we are bringing another rod. Okay. And we don't know what is the charge. We are finding it. Again, it is diverging. Okay. Means it is again having the same charge. Okay. So this way, this electroscope tells us object is charged or not. If it is charged, then the diverging would either like diverging or converging will take place. If it is negative, we have charged it with the negative charges, then diverging would be more. If here we are going to bring negative one. And if we are going to bring positive one, then it is going to converge. And how much? By this we come to know if diverging is more, means more charges are there. So but with the help of this, we can tell these two things, how much charges are there and object is charged or not. So students, that's all. The rest of the part we will discuss in other video. Thank you.